What's going on today, YouTube? Remotion in Motion back with another one for the LS430. And if you're here today, it's probably because you got some transmission problems. I'm here to let you know your options depending on the situation. No, you don't need a whole new transmission. You might just need to get your ECU serviced. In regards to my issue that I had dealt with before, it was kind of a bump from downshifting from gears 2 to 1. That comes from your ECU needing to be serviced. So as you age, this is a 22, 24-year-old car, depending on your car, the solder joints do get broken and they need to be resoldered. Shout out to Darryl, that's who I dealt with to service my ECU, and I got good results. If you're not getting this abrupt bump or kind of jump, and it could be as bad as like someone rear-ending you on real severe options, this isn't necessarily the video for you, but I can only speak on what I know, and we're gonna go ahead today, rip out this ECU, ship it out, and we're gonna go through an ECU relearning procedure. So you might benefit even just by doing the relearning procedure and not doing the ECU, but we're gonna do the whole shebang right now. So we're gonna get right into it. So it's a few clips I already took out, some Phillips, one right here, one right there, another right here, 3. There's another attachment right there, but I'm gonna just pivot this out the way. The box we need is gonna be right here. So, and yeah, the battery is disconnected. We'll recommend doing that just so you don't short circuit anything. All right, that's out the way. So we got 3 tabs, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna take those off. Now that that's out, should be able to just pop this off. Doesn't pop off, it just lifts off. And this is the module we're going to be removing. So this is the power side. If you want to opt to not unplug the battery, that's your discretion. But just going to push these pig pins in, release these harnesses, and then from there, this hex 10, and then you can remove the whole assembly with these Phillip heads. Once you have these plates out from the Phillips holding it, you ain't got to worry about the threads kind of holding you in place. Nothing else is holding that module, so let's see what we can do with one hand. Oh, yeah, easy. Get this out. We are out of service. Go ahead and cover this back up. You don't want dust and things to get in there while you're idle. Let's slightly thread these back in, and we're just gonna put everything back and she'll sit. So we got some heavy duty bubble wrap underneath this towel. The towel is extra security. We got some packing paper, crumbled up newspaper, and I'm gonna put a air tag in there just in case we don't need it, but rather have that for location of a lost package than not. And we're gonna ship this off to Darryl, let him do his work.
3 days later.
So I've been driving around just to kind of get a baseline on the repair. It definitely improved some of the shifting, most of the shifting actually. But right now what we're gonna do is a TCU or ECU relearn. I recently did this before the repair, but basically what it does is clears all parameters out that are not volatile. Volatile meaning based on voltage. This procedure is gonna clear learning data based on your driving habits. So even if you haven't got a TCU done, it could be beneficial to improvement. So the process is as follows. Go ahead, turn on, if you have a smart key, make sure you put it in, because I don't know if that affects the process, but go ahead, turn on, hold the gas down 5 seconds, 4, 5, and then you turn it off. Then you let go of the pedal. Let that do its thing for 2 minutes. That 2 minutes has passed. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take that out. And we're gonna start it up normally. You wanna go ahead, let it idle for 5 or 10 minutes, just so it relearns the idle pattern, long-term fuel trim, all that's being cleared out. You're gonna wanna gradually ease into it, not like baby it or anything, but no wide open throttle for at least 50 miles. And then after 50 miles has passed, go ahead and give it a little gradual wide open throttle, just so it continuously learns it. Over the next 200 miles, over the next few hundred miles, you should see a stabilization and shift patterns, and it should be a clean slate. So no one says to do this, but this makes sense to me. I'm in IT. Let's clear out the non-volatile memory. That makes perfect sense to me. So that's what we did. Folks, that's the whole procedure. I've been riding around for over a year. I'm behind on videos, but it did do the job. I still have an issue that's unrelated to what the ECU fix can provide, but we'll deal with that. I think I need a transmission flush, but it did 100% resolve that downshift. Shout out to Darryl, professionalism. He did a very good job explaining what the issue was, what needed to be done, and setting reasonable expectations on the improvement that can be seen. Like I said, this is not catering to transmission failure, but if it is in regards to the ECU for the downshift to 2 to 1, Darryl is who you want. So go ahead, I'll leave the link to his description for the ECU service below for your reference. Signed off on it, worked for me, A-okay. We're gonna keep on driving this. If you haven't already, go ahead, check out the rest of my channel, rest of the content on the LS430. I daily drive this sight unseen LS430. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be back with more G80 and LS430 content. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Remotion, back in motion, and we're gonna get to the next one. Take care.